Okay, so we are towards the end of this, right? So we will have a couple of more sessions to wrap it up. So far, in previous session, we have talked around the external credential and the principles and mapping that principle with the permission set, right? Now there are few additional things. Once you map the permission set, you assign that permission set to the integration user account in the source org. All these steps we are doing in the source org, right? Because already we have created the connected app in the target org. So remember, when you created the connected app in the target org, we have copied this secret key, right? So we have to, along with the secret key, we have also noted down the username for the service account that we created, right? So whenever I'm saying service account, it is nothing but our user that we created in the target org. Okay, now if you see here, now in the last session we have seen where we have to set this JWT or JWT claims, right? So few of the claims will be auto created, but we need to add few additional things. You just need to go here in the edit button. It will show you all the boxes, right? So for key ID, right? Then for issue, for audience, and for subject. These are the four parameters that we need to set once you click on the edit. So for the key ID, we will be using the name of the certificate that we created. Okay, API name of the certificate. For issuer, so we know who is the issuer, right? For JOT issuer, so that is our target org. So remember, we have copied that secret key, so we need to paste it here. Okay, in this issue parameter. Then in subject is nothing but our service account. Okay, so this is what is my username for that service account user, right? So I need to paste it here. And the last thing is audience. So for audience, you can put login because it's our production org. That's where we can use login. If it is a sandbox, we need to put it as a test.salesforce.com. So this is it for the external credential. Okay, now the only last step pending for this external credential is setting up the named credential only, right? So if I go to named credential, in this external credential I have set everything. We just need to navigate back to our name credential and create this one. In this we need to put the target org as a URL, right? And that's it. We just need to select the certificate for that and select the external credential. Okay, so once this is created, so now you are through with this. Your name credential using the same certificate, and it is now referring to that external credential, right? And it is again targeting to the target org. And if you remember, in the connected app we have set the connect callback URL as the this org URL, right? So for after authentication it will come back to this org. Okay, now we are set with everything. We have mapped the permission set, we have created name credentials as well, we have set all the JOT claims. Now it's time to verify the connection. So for verifying connection, simply what we need to do is we need to follow this small code snippet where we'll be creating a connection, a request, as well as a response object. On the request we need to set endpoint, so that we will use a secure way, right? A call out, then the name credential in source, and the additional URL. So you can use anything, right? You can go to the workbench, REST API, and you can get any of those. Make sure you are giving the right access to that service account user. If you want to make a API callouts, you need to enable that system permissions for API enabled user, right? And if you want to give access to any of the data, you need to give that creating sharing rule. You need to give the data access. From permission set, you need to give access to that object and the fields. Only those related content will be visible if you make the call out. So for now, what I have done, I have given access to the account data as a view all, and I have given all the fields for account on that permission for the service account. So I just need this code snippet. So I'll go here without wasting any time. So this is my source org. In developer console, I'll just need to go. Okay, so I have this thing already in place. right? If you see, I am using s object account and this account id. So simply you just need to navigate to the workbench, right? You can get all those apis and urls what not is available, right, for the call out, right? So this will give you the url as well, right? Services, data, and all that details you need. I went to s objects, go to account, and in account I have checked those urls, right? So I can get all those information. I have used this one. So here if I put the id, I should be able to retrieve that information. So what I have done from our code, this is my source org. I'm just making a call out and I'm just printing that response body and status code. So I have not put any password in here. There's no need of getting refresh token or any other thing, right? I'm just dealing with the certificate and a service account. So I'll just make a call. Let's open the logs. The status code return is 200. It means it's a success. And if you want to see this log, so I can copy this, can go to formatter, right? So I got all this information about the id for that account and every details, right? Whatever fields are there, everything I have got here, right? So this is how it's very straightforward, and this is very secure way of doing that handshake, right? I'll just try to do something else because I have given access to only account. If I try to do that call out and if I don't give access to the opportunity, it should not allow me to access that. Let's see if it works. Okay, so now it is saying resource not found. So this is how you can restrict the access, right? It's very secure way of restricting access. Only whatever is needed, only give that much of access. You may encounter certain other issues, right? So make sure that urls are correct, make sure your connections are properly set up, you have used the proper certificate, then you should be able to do this. Thanks for watching this. In next time I'll try to come back with some other integration related work, but I think this one is very important. Each one of you should try this hands on. Okay, I'll try to share this document as well, but I have tried to cover most of the details. It should be helpful. Thank you.